Another epic Bitcoin week ahead, guys. Bam! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. To newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, again walking and talking on the beach in Phuket, guys. Empty beach. Empty beach. It's still low season, guys. As you can see, the beach is completely empty. In today's video, we're gonna talk about Bitcoin, blockchain and life. Of course, going to start with 3 epic news items, then a shitload of charts to show you what I expect for Bitcoin this week. And of course, at the end, I will end the video with an inspirational quote. Let's quickly jump into the news first, guys. I have epic news. And yes, it's a new DJI with a new microphone. So let me know if the sound is good. Thank you. Bam. First news item, guys, is the $10 trillion big Vanguard. You all know that there's 3 huge companies in this world. There's BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. Now the $10 trillion Vanguard, they always refuse to launch a Bitcoin spot ETF, guys. But what did they do now? They bought $10 million worth of Meta Planet, of course, that I've been talking about many times, in Japan. So they are buying Bitcoin through Meta Planet. So it's very clear that Vanguard missed the Bitcoin spot ETF boat. They don't want to lose the competition to BlackRock, so they do want to step into this industry of cryptocurrency, but they are doing it by buying through Meta Planet at the moment. So even Vanguard, one of the largest asset managers, $10 trillion big, guys, now stepping into Bitcoin. Please be aware of all those centralized entities that want to take the Bitcoins away from you and me. In my opinion, we should still hold the biggest part of Bitcoins decentralized as much as possible. Normal people, retail, you, me, your parents, your aunt, all of those people should hodl Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is created by them for them. Now, second news item. The privacy tech retailer SLNT just converted 100% of their reserve assets into Bitcoin. A massive tech company converting 100% of all their reserve assets into Bitcoin. Another company understanding the power of Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is decentralized, that Bitcoin is deflationary, that Bitcoin will protect their capital against all the events that could be happening, guys. Yes, also inflation, also wars, also all the other stuff. That is why these companies are hodling Bitcoin now as a strategic reserve. Not any other reason, guys. That was the second news item. Big waves today, guys. Let's jump now into the third news item. Third news item, guys, is that the $1 billion big DISCRETIon, it's a huge pharmacy giant, is now accepting Bitcoin in over 300 stores. I don't know this one. It's called DISCRETIon. It's one of the biggest pharmacy giants out there, and that they are accepting Bitcoin now in over 300 stores, guys. This is massive news. Again, more adoption. Every day now I can speak about another huge chain with a lot of stores accepting Bitcoin. Do you see the picture? What I told you guys already since 2013, 17 by going all in, and then started making videos, and I keep telling you all the time, it is going to be mass adoption in Bitcoin. Everyone is going to accept Bitcoin because they don't want to buy Bitcoin, they want to receive Bitcoin for the product that they are selling. They're adding Bitcoin as another payment possibility. So you can pay with PayPal, you can pay with Visa, you can pay with all MasterCards, you can pay by bank, but you can also pay by Bitcoin now at these mass change, guys. Amazing news. Let's jump into the next news item. Last news item, guys, is that the Prime Minister of Armenia just urged the government to start mining Bitcoins. The Prime Minister of Armenia urging their government to start mining Bitcoins. Yes, that's another country adopting the Bitcoin standard, guys. My God, man, I'm getting more excited every day. So many countries understand that Bitcoin now is the gold of the 21st century. So many countries are adopting that Bitcoin strategic reserve. Why? Because they want to be part of this amazing decentralized revolution that is taking place of finance. Please understand that the way that the internet decentralized all the information worldwide, you didn't need to go to the library anymore. You could just read all the information online from all over the world. Decentralizing information. that thing is now exactly happening to money. The decentralization of money. Nobody is in control when it comes to Bitcoin. This could possibly become the best performing reserve world asset ever, guys, as no country can influence it, but they can all use it, and together they can all agree on a certain value. This is amazing. It's the first time in history that we are decoupling money from the state. There is no connection between this Bitcoin and the state. First time in history. The same that information was decoupled from the libraries, that information was decoupled from certain databases that normal people didn't have access to. That is what the internet did. It gave you access to everything, everywhere. And that is exactly what's happening to money now as well. Bitcoin is giving people access to money everywhere, anyone, no boundaries. Everyone in the world is able to use it. They don't need a bank account. They don't need any subscription to a library. They can just go and download an app and start to use Bitcoin. If they want to buy Bitcoin, I prefer them to buy on Bybit, because I believe Bybit is one of the best exchanges out there. The links are down below. If you subscribe to Bybit using my link, also in the EU there's a special link. If you use that one, you get a special bonus. So check those links down below. Now, let's quickly jump into the charts to show you what is happening to Bitcoin today, guys, and what I expect that will happen to Bitcoin this week, guys. The first chart for today, guys, is of course the 4-hour chart. Some coffee first, which is really important to start today. We are on the 4-hour chart. I'm not wearing my mic at this part, so I'm checking the sound of the MacBook. If not, I will do the mic again next time, but that's for the guys that want optimized sound quality. Let's see how the MacBook is performing. Now, we broke that support line, a green line. Now the next support line would be this green line over here, which is at 113,000 US dollars. Let's say 114k. 113,100, sorry. That is this max support. Now here, of course, is also a tiny support level. Why? Because we have been hitting this support a couple of times. You can see that the dotted line that I just drew, we have been hitting that and bouncing off the support. Again, the wick through, body above. Body is going to close in a couple of hours. It's on a 4-hour chart, and then we need to be prepared to see either a reversal, resistance again at 115, or we can see a little bit more pullback to 113. That is for all the short-term traders. You see the blue, the yellow decreasing. We can see here, sorry for that, we can see here on the bottom there that the lines are on the bottom area, so they will curl up again. Here the blue line is almost crossing the red line, so mostly that's the end of a 4-hour bearish move, and then we will turn up again. But let's see, we are breaking that short-term trend, upward trend over here. Now we are breaking that. Let's see if we stay above this level, then it's just a retest on the 4-hour, and then we can move on again towards at 120,000 US dollar, guys. Now in the weekly, you can see that indeed that resistance was again at the same level. The blue area over here now is the first resistance we need to break, that blue line, and if we break that, I told you already in last week's video, then we can go for the next green level. But this is a very strong resistance area. For example, if I don't reach that upward trend line, the dotted line over here, before the end of December, which is somewhere over there, then it gives me 134,000, maybe even as a top. So I will tell you when the top is in, but be prepared that I have a target of 160k. That doesn't mean the target is going to be hit. It can also only be 140k. Just so you understand how it works in trading, guys. The rest all looking pretty bullish here. The buy signal, of course, was already there for a couple of weeks now, which is a positive thing. We now need to reverse that trend from red into green again into that next move. I have some way more interesting charts in the next section over here, guys. This is the first one. The interesting part of this one is that this is the Bitcoin hodler cohorts and price. Now, we can see clearly now that the sharks, these are the 100 to the 1000 Bitcoin hodlers, people that hold 100 Bitcoins to 1000 Bitcoin hodlers, they have been increasing their portfolio. They've been adding Bitcoins here in this part. So they have been adding Bitcoins all the way from the half of 2024 all the way till now. They kept adding Bitcoins from 4.9 million to 5.9 million Bitcoins. So they bought 1 million Bitcoins in total. Now, That's of course reflected in the price. What is going to happen now? Are the sharks going to buy more? Are also, for example, the shrimps and all the, the shrimps are the people holding less than one Bitcoin going to buy? This is all retail mostly. They need to start buying as well. So, yeah, I will start buying very soon as well. I'm a shrimp, So the sharks, they kept buying because they understand it's not the end of the bull market. On this chart, you can see the GMI Bitcoin Cycle Top Finder, the CTF Cycle Top Finder, very creative. If we look at the Cycle Top Finder, we can see that the top is not in. Like my face should be somewhere over here now, it doesn't matter. The top is not in because the Cycle Top Finder, every time when we reach the top, we can see that that black line is even above the red line. We're crossing the red line. Look where we are. We are there. This is not close to a cycle top. So we should be going there with that black line. And that's that last part here of 2025 that is going to happen. Look how long we went sideways there. And then in a very short period, this is the period, exactly, we went up like that. So don't be fooled. We can go sideways a very long time, but in a very short period, bam. A very short period, bam. This can happen in a very short period, bam. So please be prepared for that scenario. If that will happen, then please take your profits with your trading portfolio. Then we have this chart, guys. This is the Bitcoin halving index. The Bitcoin halving index is always telling you where are we now if you consider the halving, and how far have we come and where will we go now. I told you already completely in the beginning when we were still there with that orange line. I told you guys we will end up somewhere over there. You can check my previous videos. I have been calling that line, that's a 200k line. That was a max target, 160 200k. We will end up over there. We were over there then. Then we went up, we came down, we're going up again. We're moving pretty slowly. People were telling me when we were here, we will end up over there, 400k. I told them we will end up over there, guys. And look, we are getting closer and closer, but we still have a small part to go. And if we look at the previous two bull market cycles, then they were both in this area, there, the last 3 months of this year. So this orange line now needs to go steeply up to this level, and then that new bull market cycle top will be there, and we will see a bear market over there, and we will see the bottom somewhere over there again. Something not like that low in price, sorry, before you freak out. This is 90, 80, 70, yeah, somewhere over there. That will be the bear market bottom. Please understand it. That's still my opinion. You can also see this on this chart, that we are getting closer and closer, but that we are not there yet. This one is Bitcoin chart bot by Charles BTC, guys. You can see the black line, we are there, but this was the top. This was the top in 2017, this was the top in 2021. So this area, top area, that is where we go towards now. And I believe you can end up all the way over there, 160,000 US dollars. It's a short run. It was a large run when I started to coach you and told you, hey, this is the bear market bottom, you need to start buying. You told me, wow, we will go to 12k. I told you, this is the bottom, start buying. You don't give a fuck if you buy at 15k, 12k, or 20k. It doesn't really matter if we end up somewhere over there, 120k or 150k. And that's exactly where we are now. I hope you all listened. I hope you all are in shitloads of profits now, guys. But this is the last part, the exciting part of the bull market. Top was there a little bit earlier. I don't know if you remember December, November. That's why I said in the beginning, maybe this one will be October. Still a little bit early. Let's see. But the top will come in the next 2-3 months, guys. You can also see that on this one. All of the charts are telling me exactly the same. Check this chart, guys. This is the Bitcoin power curve cycle cloud. Please follow these accounts, because these Twitter accounts, they have a shitload of value when it comes to sharing charts, etc. But please check this. Exactly where we are. This is an updated chart till today, guys. We are there just before October. We have been outperforming the average bull market cycle in the first part of the bull market. The red line was above that dark blue line, even above the cloud. The cloud is the top and the bottom of all the markets, the highest performance and the lowest performance of a bull market. Then we came into the cloud over there, and we went close towards that dark blue line again. We went under it, we came above it, we went below it, and now we are going above it again, in my opinion. Then we can see a bull market up in this area. And I know that all the people in the previous bull markets thought exactly the same, that is not going to happen. They were all at this point at that blue line. And every time we said in that blue line, nah, will it happen again? Will it again happen? Again that run in the last 3 months? And every time we said, nah, it can't be true. And then that epic move happened every time again. That's why that blue line is the average of the 4-year cycles, of all of the 4-year cycles. Which means in all the cycles combined, the average move was this in the last 3 months. And now again, we are at that same cross point where people think, nah, it is not going to happen. We're going to crash down, it's over. This move is going to happen. Will it be to these levels of 200K? No. I believe 160K, so to the bottom part of the cloud. Can we outperform my expectations? Yes. Can we underperform my expectations? Yes. When the indicators will tell me that the top is in, I will be telling you. But this last part will be the most exciting part. This one I found on CRYPTOCURRENCIES, guys, also on Twitter. This is kind of how it could play out if you look at this. And if you look at 2017, you can see 2017 was kind of the same, 2013-14 was kind of the same. Only 2020-21 bull market was a little bit different. You can see this one is more like triangle, this is more like a channel, you can see, channel. Now if you compare with 2017, then we had a blue area where we went into the top of the channel, created the top channel, and then we went, we came smaller and smaller, and then that epic move. Now here the same, blue area to the top of the channel, then we came down, more like a triangle, I think it's because of the COVID crash, and then bam. Here again, blue to the top of that channel, here to the bottom, different, longer, a very long period. If you compare to this short, this is a very stretching period because we made an all-time high before the halving. So the bull market was topping out already before the halving, a new top, while it normally happens a couple of months after the halving. So a longer run can also make a shorter pump. 160K, 150K, 200K. This pump can also be shorter because this runway was longer. But there will be a run. There will be this euphoria phase that you think that Bitcoin is going to $1 million. And then I will be there again to tell you it's not going to happen this cycle. The most important part that you need to understand about Bitcoin is not these short-term views. The short-term views are nice, but this is the most important part. Tell this to your kids. Either you have, when you're 20 years old, you have 5 years of freedom, and then you have 50 years of pain because of working your ass off, making fiat currencies that will decrease your purchasing power, which will increase your pain, 50 years of pain. Or 20 years old, you have 5 years of pain, you work your ass off, whatever you make, you put into Bitcoin, you live like a homeless guy at your parents' place, wherever it is that you can live for free, with everything you earn in those 5 years you put into Bitcoin, and then you have 50 years of freedom. It's your choice. You can do this, 20 to 25, party hard, do all the freedom, don't work too hard, throw away all your money to all things that really don't matter. You will find out in the end after 50 years of pain. You can do that, or you can do this, 20 to 25, work your fucking ass off, put everything into store of values like Bitcoin, accumulate as much as possible Bitcoin, and you will be enjoying the next 50 years of your life in freedom. That is the way you should play the game, not this way. And I know it's difficult because you need this party time and all that shit, but keep working to combine this. 5 years of pain, putting all the money you can in Bitcoin while you work your ass off, and even enjoying some parties now and then, but try to enjoy them in a very cheap way. Come to Phuket, I can help you. That is a choice, guys, and that is a choice that you need to explain to your children. That is a way more important lesson in any school, guys. There were all the charts, a lot of time. Thank you for watching. Let's jump now into the next part. Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to 30,000 US dollar. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed those charts, guys. Short term, shitload of volatility. You know, that is exactly what we want as traders. We want volatility. We want the market to go up and down. When the market goes up and down, we make money as traders, guys. Simple as that. As an investor, somebody that just buys Bitcoin to hodl for the long term, the targets are still the same. 160K at the end of this bull market. Guys, what I also need to make very clear, that is my personal target, 160K. Old-fashioned Thai boat over there, guys, making a shitload of noise. Yeah, beautiful colors over here again in Thailand. Amazing footage by the DJI Osmo Pocket, guys. But what I need to be clear about is that it's my personal target, 160,000 US dollar per Bitcoin. If the indicators tell me something different, for example, if we reach 130,000 US dollar or 140,000 US dollar, and the indicators that I use start to flash that the bull market top is in, I will be saying to you the bull market top is in. I will be telling you the bull market top is in. I will be showing you the charts in these videos. Hey guys, these indicators are flashing. The last time when they flashed, that was the top of the bull market. Let's prepare for the bear market. You should be cashing out. You should be taking your profits on your trading portfolio. I will keep repeating it. There's a big difference between your hodl stack, your pension fund, and your trading portfolio, the part that you use to multiply your Bitcoins. You take your profits there and you buy back near the bear market bottom. And of course, I will tell you as well when the bear market bottom is there, as I guided all people now from this bear market with daily videos until now. And it's gonna end when I make the bull market top video, and then I will take some rest for 12 months, making maybe 2 or 3 videos a week, but not daily anymore, guys. But be prepared, I will share this. And so if you want to see when that is happening, then do subscribe to this channel, guys. Give this video already a thumbs up because you did like the charts, you did like all the information. And the best part, the inspirational quote is still not to come, does still need to come. So give it already, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I make that video, guys. Now let's quickly jump now into the inspirational quote. Bam. The inspirational quote for today, guys: success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. There is a big difference, guys. And yes, I keep repeating these inspirational quotes. Why? Because there is not that many and I need to repeat them now and then. I'm going to turn around and walk the other side to see how the light is over there, guys. So it's very interesting to see that people don't understand the difference between success and happiness. Success is really getting what you want. When you get what you want, you're really successful. But please, never mistake success for happiness. Because getting what you want, if it is a materialistic thing or whatever it is, doesn't always lead to happiness. You reach happiness in the easiest way by wanting what you get. Whatever it is that life throws at you, whatever it is that life gives you, whatever it is that the output of all your input is. If you want that, then you're automatically happy because you're lowering your expectations of what life will give you. You're not always running for something that you want. You want something that you receive. If you're receiving something from life, if you're receiving something from doing business, if you're receiving something from all the love that you give to your family, and you want exactly that what you receive, then you're happy. If you expect more love of your family, if you expect more results of your business, if you expect more because you want more successful, then that happiness is not that nearby. Then you really need to fight to find happiness. So why is it so difficult for people to understand that they just need to be thankful for everything that comes into their life? Thankful for every little thing that steps into your life in whatever way it is. Everything that comes to you is the thing that you want. Turn it around. Don't keep running for something. Don't keep trying and better and better and better. Be happy with what you have. And that will lead to ultimate happiness. Accepting whatever it is in life as something that you want. That is ultimate happiness. It's a very small mindset change. It's a huge difference in emotional feeling of happiness. I was there on both sides. I have been running the hamster wheel. I have been doing everything I can to accumulate a shitload of things, also money, also build businesses, also do all of those things, guys. I have been doing all of that. In the end, it didn't lead to that happiness that I was searching. When I just started to accept what life was giving me, when I started to accept that it was not the big house, that it was not the cars, that it was not all the success with all the companies, that it was not all the employees, when I started to accept that it just was what life was giving me, that was the moment when I really started to feel true happiness more and more and more. It's very simple, but I also need to be true. It is fucking way more easy here in Thailand. I have been in Europe now for 3 months, 4 months almost, and it is difficult over there, guys. I completely agree with you. I'm not saying that Europe is bad. I'm not saying I had a bad time. I had a shitload of fun, but I do feel the difference between the vibe in Europe and the vibe in Asia. I do feel the difference between how people talk to you in a restaurant in Asia and talk to you in a restaurant in Europe. There is a huge, massive difference, guys. You can't even describe the difference. That is how big it is. So it's way more easy to be happy with all the small things that you receive here from life each and every day than to do that in Europe. I agree. But then again, if that is true, why don't you just stop it? Stop the thing that you're doing, sell everything you own, go all into Bitcoin, and come join us here in Phuket and experience the happiness that you can have in a different way. Now guys, that was everything for today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about happiness? What do you think about my new setup? Was the sound okay? Is it now stereo in the right way? Because this microphone was in the set of the DJI Osmo Pocket, so it should be better now. Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing Monday. I wish you an amazing week, and I hope to see you tomorrow or Wednesday again, guys. Bam!